So now let's talk a little bit about, we talked about the ride height, and then the other piece that Christian was getting into was talking about corner balancing and why corner balancing is important. But first, let's talk a little bit about what corner balancing is. So Christian, I'll let you run through that.
All right, so corner balancing, the goal is always consistency. Whenever you're driving the vehicle on the track, whether you're taking left or right hand turns, you want the vehicle to handle the same whether you're loading up the left side or the right side of the vehicle. So when you're looking at the vehicle, you can never get it even 50-50 side to side. What we do instead, mainly because the driver's on one side of the vehicle,
right,
the weight's always going to be uneven unless you have a centrally positioned driving position. But when we're balancing the vehicle, we're taking the vehicle at the diagonals. So if this diagonal, so the right rear corner to the front left, is heavier and has more tension on it than the other diagonal for the front right to the rear left, then when diving into corners, your weight's going to be distributed unevenly, meaning that your right turn might be a little bit more unbalanced than your left turn or vice versa, depending on how the weight is set up in the vehicle. So what we can do is we take the spring tension at each corner and we adjust it based on what our scales tell us and what the percentages come out to. So if 47% of the vehicle's weight is on this diagonal and then 53% is on this diagonal, I can change the spring tensions and basically shift that weight over to where each diagonal of the vehicle is carrying the same amount of weight as the other side, meaning it's a lot more consistent and manageable in the turns and predictable.
So doing that by making those adjustments with the dampers and whatnot, you could get that at 50-50, that corner balancing.